Hello viewers and welcome back. This is Evil and you're watching a let's play on Bastion. We continue with the story from the last time.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
So let's see. Where were we now?
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
So let me just quickly check out what's at the lost and found. Nothing useful for me at the moment. Let's check the shrine. So let's make the game a little more interesting. I think I'll enable some more shrines from another gods.
Javel. Oleg.
Okay, I think those are enough at the moment. Perhaps we shall see.
Last thing the gods are gonna do is make our lives easier.
Oh, I forgot to place the shard.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
So I can do an upgrade. What should I upgrade next? Okay, let's upgrade the memorial.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Because I've already upgraded it in normal mode, there aren't any new... what were they called? Visuals. So it gives me just currency.
The shards are getting harder to find. That's Trigger Hill, where the army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land. No risk of Colford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
So I guess we're going to Colford Cauldron.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Is there anything interesting in there? No. And I can't go actually there.
Best to keep out of the cauldron. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
Oh. I keep falling off the edge. Which way is the right way? Okay, there was nothing in here useful. Ah, I picked up upgrade material. Okay.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
Ah. These things are really bad.
The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
more careful.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. The cauldron cooked him through.
Okay. Just idle.
One thing's worse than the heat in Colford Cauldron. The smell. Like rotten eggs.
Just idle, turning the enemies into air.
The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. Best to keep out of the cauldron. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Keep dying here, am I?
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Oh, come on. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found.
Okay, let's check quickly what was in here. Oh,
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
I want to change back to my brusher's pike. And let's try this special skill.
Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on.
Okay, I like the other one better.
After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron,
Okay, this was one hard level.
looked down through all the smoke and flames,
And even harder with the idols enabled.
we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it.
And I
As
leveled
for the
up.
kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Kid's thinking he's gotta trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
I leveled up again, or what?
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Pops open on him like a pimple on a school day. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
Anything here? No.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for me. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Yay, a new pet. Okay.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
So what did I complete? Gain the required number of mementos strewn across the countryside. So
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
let's place the it's not in my inventory.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
And what should I upgrade? Okay, let's upgrade the shrine.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends.
Quickly check lost and found. Nothing interesting. Let's check the shrine.
Think the gods are gonna help?
Okay, I think this one is too much. I should disable it.
Can't be too careful these days.
And gained a new level. I think this one should be useful. More health.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
And let's continue.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zand. Grady Incinerator's where we sent off all our trash to be burned or be eaten by the wilds.
Mount Zand.
Not much left of Mount Zand nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break. Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
Can't see a thing in this forest, in these bushes.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. It's a delicate situation.
Okay, let's check what was back here quickly.
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers.
Oops. Fell off again.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. They even drag their children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Falling again.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. There's only one kind of mercy left these days. Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking.
Yeah. Too slow. I whack better my other ranged weapon. Calamity cannon. mortar is also great, but
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours.
not my style. The mortar weapon.
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
Keep going.
We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. The beasts of Mount Zand go all out. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
Yeah, so gramophone.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
We can change the soundtrack.
Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
I'm upgrading the forge.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Yeah. nothing much to do here. And here. Yeah, I've got more upgrade material. Let's check the lost and found quickly. Anything useful? Not really. Oops.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Alright.
The secret to how we built Caelondia so tall and proud lies in Burstone Quarry. Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. But there was even more to it than that. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. The quarry ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the Rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Rattletails filled the place with holes. Even Stink Eyes started taking root in here. Now why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Falling off the edge again.
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. Single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards. A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use.
Oh. I keep falling off the edges.
Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him.
Yay. Boss fight.
The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. His big fat rump's plenty tough too, but so is a kid. We never could Get stubborn old monkey to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says.
Where's this voice coming from? Ah, from here.
"It's him. I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back." Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will." The next part's hard to talk about, no matter how many times I try. Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Should have seen this coming. Felt it in my bones. Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. I worry for him. Just don't care to show it.
So let's place the shard.
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
And do the last upgrade.
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. Now all we need is one last shard.
And I completed Bastion.
The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
So I think that's enough for this episode. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like the content, subscribe, comment or like the videos, and see you in the next part where we shall continue. Thanks again for watching.